Ayan, now as you can see, our preschooler ducks and pupil chickens have already went inside their classrooms. No? Nakapag-flag racing na rin tayo. Di ba? Which can only mean that our class is about to start. Mabuhay o madayaw, my name is Mr. J. I'm actually one of your hosts in this 40-minute nature discovery experience. Now, today, what we're going to do is we're going to learn a lot about birds, nature, culture, and hopefully, at the end of this show, a lot about ourselves and our relationship with Mother Nature. Okay, now I'm happy to see that I notice we have some kid in the audience. No, may mga estudyante tayo present today, which is good. But you know what? Hindi lang po sila yung magiging estudyante natin today because all of us are going to school together. Because what better way for us to learn and understand about bird, nature, and culture than learning it from our teacher birds themselves. Now let me just share this, that our teacher birds are actually rescued and donated birds that we can no longer release back in the wild. Why? Number one, they are non-endemic. Ibig sabihin, hindi po sila taga-rito. Even if they're physically fit, if we release them in the wild, surely they will not survive in our environment. Well, secondly, some of our birds are left disabled from their previous injury when they were probably rescued and donated. So that is why we take this opportunity, do this activity to entertain our rehabilitated birds, at the same time teach you, our guests, about environmental and cultural awareness. Okay, so yan po yung gagawin natin ngayong umaga nito. Now, since all of you are going to be students of Malagos Bird School, my question now would be, are we all ready to learn this morning? Yeah. Okay, very good, because we are ready as well. So let's proceed with our first lesson, or our first topic for the day, which is good manners and right conduct, or GMRC. With that, help me welcome our first teacher bird, an African gray parrot. Now, a little trivia about African gray parrots. They say that they are the most intelligent among the parrot family. Alam niyo ba yun? Did you know that? Huh? They even think like a 3-year-old child. Oh! Huh? Alam niyo ba yun? Well, now you know, okay? But testingin natin kung gaano ba sila katalino. Okay. Now, can you greet your fellow classmates the standard way of greeting here in Malagos? What do we say? Madayaw. Oh, narinig niyo yun? Ha? Sabi niya, madayaw. Kasi nga, that's how we greet here in Malagos. Pero hindi ka nagpakilala sa sarili mo. You tell them your name first. So what is your name? Sige nga. Wala. Oh, narinig niyo yun? Ha? Ano daw ang pangalan niya? Ang pangalan niya ay si Donald. Medyo slang lang yung bird namin. Pero ang pangalan po niya ay si Donald. Okay? Now, many of you might be wondering, how are birds able to talk? But they don't. What they're doing is what we call mimicking. Okay? Kasi nga, this is very common because in the wild, they do this to create bond with their flock. Okay? Now, at this point, can you greet naman, no, itong si Donald? Kayo naman po yung bumati kay Donald. Can everybody say, good morning, Donald? Good morning, Donald. O Donald, good morning daw. Sabi ng mga classmates mo, anong i-reply dapat natin? Wala. Isa ba daw? Morning. Ayun, yun naman pala dapat yung reply. No, kasi nga as part of good manners, when someone says a good morning to us, it's best to reply a good morning as well. Now at this point, Donald, ikaw naman yung magtanong sa mga classmates mo kung kumusta kaya sila ngayong umaga na ito. Sige, what do we ask them? Hello, how are you? Oh, kids, narinig niyo yun? Sabi ni Donald? Sabi ni Donald, hello, how are you? So pag may magtanong sa atin ng ganun, it's best to reply, I'm fine, thank you. How about you? Okay? Now, at this point, I'm curious to know, do we have birthday celebrants today? Or for the month of July? Oh, meron. Oh, very good. Meron we have here? Oh, very nice. How about in this side? Oh, meron din. Meron din sa taas. Do we have at the center? Oh, meron din sa taas. Ang daming mga nag-birthday. for this month of July. Donald, may mga classmates ka nagpa-birthday. Anong sasabihin natin sa kanila? Sige nga. Aba, very good! Oh, isa pa daw, isa pa daw. Sige nga, isa pa nga. Ayun, very good! Sabi ni Donald, happy birthday daw po sa inyo, and may you have many more birthdays and blessings to come. But you know what? Hindi lang po si Donald yung babati sa ating mga birthday celebrants kasi meron naman akong isang ibon dito. Si Nigel naman po siya, ang isa po siyang sulfur-crested cockatoo, tapos may gagawin daw siya sa mga birthday celebrants natin. Ano gagawin niya? Aba, sing and dance daw. This is interesting. Sige nga, tignan nga natin ito. Music, please. Ayan. Okay. Aba, okay. Ayun, may pa-shoulder-shoulder pa. Oh, kaya niya ba daw yan? Oh, isa pa nga, isa pa. Ayan, very good. Ayan, very good. Oh, isang ikot pa, isang ikot pa. Ayun. Kumanta pa. Si Nigel, anong kinanta niya? Boom, tarat, tarat. Very good. A round of applause, please, for our lovely parents na sila Donald and, of course, Nigel. Thank you so much to both of you. Now, we in Malagos believe that education and nutrition should go hand in hand, especially to birds with specific type of diet. Now, very timely because our next topic will be all about bird diet because we have to be familiar. We need to know kung ano din yung mga kinakain ng ating mga birds. Okay? Now, since today, right now, it's recess time kasi. So it's about time to bring out some food to our teacher birds, starting off with Kapitan. Come on out, Kapitan! Okay, very good. Now, if you notice, si Kapitan po ay isang Philippine Eagle Owl. Philippine Hawk Eagle. No? Philippine Hawk Eagle po siya. Hindi po siya yung Philippine Eagle, not the monkey-eating eagle as well. Magkaiba po yun sila. Kasi yung mga Philippine Eagle, their wingspan reaches 7 to 8 feet. Napakalaki. Pero pansinin niyo po si Kapitan, napakaliit lang. Right? But because of its facial feature, because of its color, o madalas, pag lumilipad po sila sa Philippine forest, napagkakamalan po silang mga Philippine Eagle. Well, they're not. Kasi nga, they're Philippine Hawk Eagle. Magkaiba po yun. Alright? Now, kung napapansin nyo, may kinakain si Kapitan. Right? Now, since our topic is about bird diet, what they eat are actually meat. Karne. They're meat-eating birds. No? Anong mga karne? It could be a rabbit, it could be a big lizard, could be a snake, no? Fish, or even the small birds. Yan po yung hinahan ng mga, ito po silang kapitan, no? Sila, mga Philippine Hawk Eagle. Yan po yung kinakain nila. Okay? Tapos, yung mga meat-eating birds, tinatawag natin silang mga raptors. Okay? Remember the term, raptors. Yung kinakain naman ng mga raptors, we call them prey. Alright? Very good. Let's give a round of applause naman kay Kapitan, our Philippine Hawk Eagle. Thank you so much, Kapitan. So I mentioned about raptors kasi we have two kinds of raptors. We have a diurnal raptor, aktibo sa umaga. Meron naman tayong mga nocturnal raptors. Ito yung mga aktibo sa gabi. Can you give me an example of a nocturnal raptor? Very common are owls. Ayun, we have an owl over there. Nakikita niyo ba? That's Brian. Oh, there goes Brian. Ayan, very good. Now, I'd like to explain a bit, no? Yung ginawa po ni Brian, yung paglipad po niya from the window all the way down here, we call it a silent flight. Why silent flight? Kasi nga, owls have this very fine set of feathers. Na pag lumipad yan sila, halos wala tayong marinig. But that's how effective when they hunt, especially during the night time. Okay? Now this time, I'd like to bring out another classmate po ni Brian. I'd like to call out Noah. Come on out, Noah. para ma-compare natin yung dalawa. No? Kung ano yung difference nilang dalawa, okay? Now over here, we have Noah, a common grass owl. This one, si Brian po ay isang Philippine eagle owl. Okay? Now compare the two. Maybe the color, maybe the size of the bird, or the eyes. Tignan niyo yung mata. No? Magkaiba. No? Magkaiba. Okay? Pero they're both the same owls. Magkaiba nga lang yung characteristic nila. Okay? Now, take here for example, itong si Noah lives in a lowland area. No? Kasi nga common grass owl sila. Okay? I'd like to share kung ano yung favorite nilang kinakain. Ang favorite po nilang kinakain are rats, daga, rodents. That's their favorite food. Which I know, ayaw na ayaw nating mga tao because rats bring disease to us people, right? Itong leptospirosis, a fatal disease that could kill us people. Pero, ito na nga yung tulong na ginagawa ng mga owls sa ating mga tao. Kasi kinakain nila yung mga daga, no, na ayaw natin. Minsan, itong mga daga, pumipeste sa mga palayan. So the Filipino farmers now are very happy to have owls in their community. Kasi kinakain po nila. They act as a natural pest control. Diba? Very good. So let's give a round of applause naman sa ating mga lovely owls na sila Noah and of course, Brian. Okay, now we're done with raptors. Tapos na tayo sa mga meat-eating birds. Or this time around, I'd like to introduce a different type of bird with a different type of diet. Okay? Now since everyone is ready, this time I'd like to introduce our next teacher bird, Terry. Come on, Terry! Come on, Terry! Yan, nakikita niya si Terry. Maliit na ibon, no? Nakikita niyo? No, may, yung katawan niya ay kulay black, right? Tapos yung tail, nakikita nyo, kulay white. Now, can everyone tell me kung anong klaseng ibon si Terry? Do you have an idea kung anong klaseng ibon si Terry? Ha? Ala? Well, it's actually a Mindanao Tarictic hornbill. A Mindanao endemic bird. Ibig sabihin, dito lang po sa Mindanao makikita. So we're very fortunate na nakikita ngayon natin si Terry. Kasi nga, if you go to other places, in Luzon, Visayas, or other countries, hindi nyo po sila makikita. Alright? Now, Mindanao endemic, tapos they are tagged as endangered already. Why? Because their population is continuously decreasing. Mababa na kasi yung populasyon nila. So that is why here in Malagos, we advocate to wildlife conservation breeding. As a matter of fact, no, we are very proud to say to everyone that over the years, we were able to have or produce itong mga Mindanao Tarictic hornbills na 3 over the years, no, which is very difficult to do. But because of our love and commitment to give back to Mother Nature, nothing is really impossible. I'm saying this because we want to encourage everyone to please help out in preserving this very beautiful yet very fragile environment of ours and the wildlife that lives in it. Okay? Very good. Now, since it's recess time, no? Recess pa rin tayo. So, it's time to feed itong si Terry. So, we will be calling a volunteer who will help us feed Terry this morning. So, earlier, we pre-selected a volunteer, si Sir Aaron Sergio. Yan. Sir Aaron, dito tayo. Hindi ka naman takot sa mga ibon? Oh, very good. Punta ka kay Kuya Renren. Come on. Alright. Let's give a cheer naman sa ating brave volunteer. Come on. Yan, very good. Aaron, huwag kang matakot, Aaron, ha? Hindi yung daliri yung pakay ni Terry. Okay? Yung food lang. Alright? Sige. Okay? Everyone's ready? Come on. Oh, lumipad si Terry. There's your food over there. Ayaw niya. But anyway, parang ayaw niyang kumain ngayon. Let's give a round of applause na lang sa ating volunteer. No, pasensya ka na, Aaron. Ayaw mo kumain ni Terry. Nandun po siya. But anyway, we're not done with hornbills kasi this time around, we're going to introduce another type of hornbill. This time, it's going to be Bingo. Come on up, Bingo. Okay. Now, ito namang si Bingo, kung kanina isang Mindanao Tarictic hornbill, this time around, isa po siyang rufous hornbill naman. So kung mapapansin nyo, yung beak niya, parang nakakatakot, no? Laki. Right? Pero it's actually yung husk tawag niyan, tapos it's only hollow. Wala po yung laman. Okay? Tapos, since it's hollow, dyan nang gagaling yung napakalakas na sound or ingay na gine-generate po nila. Kasi itong mga hornbills, one of their characteristics are they are so very noisy. They're very loud in the forest. Ako, napakaingay po nila. Pero, eto nga, tawag sa kanila, clock of the forest. Orasan sila sa ating kagubatan. Kasi at certain time of the day, 5 a.m., 12 noon, or 5 in the afternoon, alam na po ng mga native yan kung anong oras na kasi tumunog na po yung mga hornbills. Okay? Very good. Now, at this time, I'd like to show you kung paano naman ang mga hornbills move around in the forest. Kasi pag sinabi natin, birds, they just fly above the trees. But you know what? Hornbills are quite different. Kung napapansin nyo, kanina, anong ginagawa niya? Nag-jump, di ba? Nag-hop. No? Kasi nga, yun yung gusto nilang gawin. Aside from flying, they also love to hop or jump from branches to branches. That's how they move around. Okay? So the next time you will be in the forest, tapos may nakita kayong nag-hop sa mga trees, baka hindi na yan unggoy. No, baka hornbill na yan, ha? Alright. Now, at this point, I'm going to show you naman kung ano yung kinakain ng mga hornbills. Okay? So, may hawak na pagkain ngayon si Gerald. Binibigay niya ngayon kay Pingo. My question is, what kind of food ang kinakain pala ng mga hornbills? Ha? Fruits. Prutas. No, it could be a papaya, it could be a banana, or whatever fruit that is available in the forest. Kasi ang mga hornbills, mga frugivores. No? Fruit-eating birds po sila. Alright? Remember that. Alright? Let's give a round of applause naman sa ating hornbill kasi Bingo. And I'm sure there are a lot of bird diets. We have seed-eating birds, worm-eating birds, and a lot more. Now, we've only scratched the surface. To continue to this next part of the show, allow me to call in my partner Liz to guide us further in this nature discovery experience. Liz?
Ayan, maraming salamat po, Mr. J. Mabuhay og madayaw, everyone. My name is Liz and I am very excited to be a part of your nature and culture experience today. By the way, my partner over here is Ruby, and Ruby is a red eclectus parrot. Something very interesting in the eclectus parrot family, no, is for them, the green ones are the boys. So that means, Ruby, the red one over here is? A girl. Very good. Everybody, please say hi naman to my partner, Ruby.
Hi.
Ayan, hello rin daw po everyone. Pasensya na po kayo. Medyo mahihain po talaga itong partner ko. But did you know, Ruby is already 15 years old and is a product of our conservation breeding program. So nag-ring na po kanina yung bell that could only mean one thing. Now it's time for our next class. And for our next class, I need volunteers. So kung sino po yung gusto mag-volunteer, please stay on your seats and raise your hand para makita ko. Sino po yung gusto mag-volunteer? Ayun, very good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 volunteers here, 3 volunteers on this side, and 2 volunteers over here. But for today, for our financial management class, I need volunteers specifically with extra money. So ayun po, binaba ang mga kamay. Don't worry everyone, this is just for fun. So if you have any extra money, any paper bill will do, please fold it lengthwise like this one. Fold it lengthwise, and then hold it as high as you can, like this. Hold it as high as you can. Ayan. Patingin nga. Again, fold it lengthwise, okay? Lengthwise like this one. And then hold it as high as you can. Ayan, very good. I have 2 volunteers here. 2 other volunteers here and 3 volunteers here. Now for all who wants to be a volunteer, I want you all to stand up. Stand up, the volunteers, please stand up. Ayan, very good. Ang dami kong volunteers for today. Now students of the Malagos Bird School, are you ready to meet your next teacher bird? Naku, para walang energy again. Students of the Malagos Bird School, are you ready to meet your next teacher bird? Yes. Ayan, and we're ready as well. So everybody help me call it Rocky. There's Teacher Rocky over there. Ayun, parang gustong-gusto mag-play around ni Teacher Rocky for today. Okay, now for the volunteers, I have a gentle reminder. Please don't hold on too tightly to your money so that Teacher Waki can do something about it. Now, Teacher Waki, ako, ayun, parang pinoy time ni Teacher Waki today. There's Teacher Waki. Alam po ba natin ng klase ni Ibon si Waki? Yes, very good. Waki is a crow or isang uwak. Now, they're often believed to be scary birds, but look at Teacher Waki over there, di ba? Very playful. Now, sige, one more time. Raw po for Teacher Waki. Nako, Teacher Waki, it's already class time. Ayan, we have another one. Again, everybody, help me welcome one of our teacher birds for today, Teacher Waki. There's Teacher Waki over there. Very good. Ayun, anong ginawa ni Teacher Waki? Kumuha ng 20 peso bill. Unfortunately, everybody, we only have one teacher bird for today. So for those who wants to volunteer, you may now take your seat. Thank you so much for being such a good sport. Now, Teacher Waki over here, if I may ask, ano po ba itong paper bill? Whose paper bill is this? Sir, so it's your money. Naku, tignan niya natin ang gagawin ni Waki sa perang nakuha niya. Ayun, ako ang kulit-kulit talaga ni Teacher Waki today. Come on, Teacher Waki. Show everybody what you're gonna do with the money. Ayun. Now, sir, tingnan niyo naman ang gagawin ni Waki sa perang nakuha niya. Ayun, pinulsa po ni Waki. Maraming salamat raw po, sir. Now, for today, for our financial management class, Waki will be teaching us ano ba daw dapat ang gagawin natin kung may extra money tayo. So, Waki over here has 3 coin banks. 1 coin bank for savings, 1 coin bank for shopping, and another one for travel. So, sige nga, Teacher Waki, ano bang dapat gawin sa extra money? According to Teacher Waki, mag-shopping raw po konti, mag-save sa bank for our savings. And another one will be shopping raw po ulit. And the last one will be for travel. Very good. Palakpakan naman for Teacher Waki, everyone. Now, what Teacher Waki wants to share to you is that it is okay to indulge ourselves once in a while. Mag-travel, mag-food trip, mag-shopping. There's really nothing wrong with that. But always remember to save a part of what you earn because after all, it's not always about how much you earn. It's about how much you save. That's it for Teacher Waki. Everybody please say bye, Teacher Waki! Ayan, pero bago pumasok ulit si Teacher Waki sa classroom, Teacher Waki, anong dapat gawin sa perang nakuha? Ayan, nako, Teacher Waki. Teacher Waki, anong dapat gawin sa perang nakuha? Come on, Teacher Waki. Nako, parang ayaw ibigay balik ni Teacher Waki ang pera. But no, Teacher Waki here in Malagos Garden Resort, we always give back what we take. Ayan. So sige nga, there's Teacher Waki over here. Ayun po. So that's it for Teacher Waki. Palakpakan naman for Teacher Waki, everyone. So now it's time for our next class. But before I proceed on calling on our next teacher birds, I'd like to ask everyone, ano po ba yung favorite subject natin? Recess time. Naku, tapos na po tayo mag-recess time. Actually, it's now PE time. So it's time to get a bit physical. So for our PE time today, everybody help me welcome two of our lovely and cute kakatoons, Kaka and Ruby. Magbabasketball showdown ng ating mga kakatoons. So of course, bago sila magbabasketball showdown, mag-warm up raw po muna ang ating players. So on this side, we have Rookie. Anong gagawin ni Rookie for warm-up? Sige nga! Ayun, nasa scooter si Rookie papunta sa court para daw lesser carbon emission. advancement. Palakpakan naman for Rookie, everyone. And over here, we have Kaka na ginagawa ni Kaka for warm-up. Ayun, nagpo-pull up si Kaka. A bit of upper strength now before the game. So our players are ready. Nakapag-warm up na po sila. Kami po ni Ruby ang magiging referee. Ano pa po ba yung kulang natin? We lack cheerers. So on this side, I want you to cheer for Team Rookie. When I say let's cheer for Rookie, you say Rookie! Rookie! Okay po ba? Ayan, very good. And on this side, I want you to cheer for Kaka. So when I say let's cheer for Kaka, you say Kaka! Kaka! Ayan, sige nga. Let me hear the cheer from Team Rookie! Naku, parang walang energy. Parang ayaw ni Rookie mag-shoot ng bola kung ganun. Again, let me hear the cheer from Team Rookie! Ayun, very good. How about for Team Kaka?
Kaka! Kaka!
Ayun, very good. I think everyone is ready. Our players are ready. Set, play ball. Let's cheer for Team Kaka! Rookie! Kaka! Rookie! Both of our wings now on their second. Very good. Now, unang natin si Rookie.
Not ready for this.
Three songs for Rookie. Over here. Let's cheer for Team Kaka! Rookie! Kaka! Rookie! That's four. Team Rookie. Very good. Naku, Kuya Rani. Ano pong nangyari kay Kaka?
Walang sa cheering!
Nako, sabi daw ni Kuya Rani, parang kulang raw sa cheer ang Team Kaka. Totoo po ba yun? Sige nga, Team Kaka, let me hear your cheer.
Kaka! Kaka! Kaka!
Nako, parang medyo kulang talaga. Nako, Team Rookie, sige nga, let us show Team Kaka kung paano mag-cheer. Let's go, Team Rookie! Ayun, very good. How about Team Kaka?
Kaka!
Ayun, very good. Now, Team Kaka, papayag po ba tayo na walang rematch?
Lima!
Hindi mag-rematch raw po tayo. So for today, our players are ready, set, play ball. Let's cheer for Team everyone.
Kaka! 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 Kaka!
Tapos si Kaka.
Ay, si Kaka!
So Rookie now, very good looking. Humahawak si Kaka.
Kaka! Isa na lang kita! Isa!
Rookie, let's cheer for Kaka everyone.
Kaka! Kaka! Kaka!
Very good, Kaka. Naku, thank you so much everyone for cheering for your team. That's it for Kaka for today. Everybody please say bye, Kaka.
Bye, Kaka!
Dahil nanalo raw si Rookie, magbi-victory dance raw si Rookie. So sige nga, Rookie, anong victory dance mo?
Yes!
Ayun, umiikot-ikot si Rookie for victory dance. Pero 2 steps na po yung victory dance ni Rookie.
No.
What's the second step, Rookie?
What's the line?
Ayun, ang second step ni Rookie. Parang baka naman for Rookie, everyone. And of course, bago raw po siya papasok sa classroom, he wants to say to everybody, bye, everyone. Now, many are asking us now, how are we able to know kung babae or lalaki po bang isang cockatoo? Well, it's actually very simple. Kung pula ang mata ng isang cockatoo, that means the cockatoo is a girl. Kung itim naman po ang kanilang mga mata, that means the cockatoo is a boy. Of course, PE time is not yet over. We have another student who's very excited to play around today. So everybody help me welcome Red. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Red, our green wing macaw. Now, macaws are birds with enormous beauty. Tingnan niyo na po sila, di ba? Red is very colorful and very majestic to look at. That is why it can be very tempting to just bring them home and make them our pets. But of course, it is very important to remember that macaws has a certain know-how for us to be able to properly take care of them. So better to be responsible pet owners. Take Red here for example. Red has been donated to our doors 15 years ago, and since Red is from Brazil, we cannot release him back to Philippine forest. Now, you might be wondering, may mga parrots po ba na endemic sa Pilipinas o dito lang sa Pilipinas makikita? The answer to that is yes, two of which that we especially like to mention are the Gayaberos and the Philippine hanging parrot. Both of that you can see here in Malagos in the wild. That is why early mornings, we encourage our guests to try bird watching activity. An activity where you just get to roam around the resort with your binoculars and observe birds in the wild. So this is a gentle reminder from Malagos that we share our home to so many beautiful wildlife. Now going back to PE time, anong gagawin natin for PE time? May nakita muna si Red at sinot ni Red sa basket. Palakpakan naman for Red, everyone. Tignan nga natin kung makakatuwa at tutuboy si Red today. Ayan, that's 2 out of 2 points for Red today. Very good. Palakpakan naman for Red, everybody. So kung kanina, Teacher Waki taught us that it is important to save a part of what we earn, Teacher Red over here wants to share to us that it is equally important to save some of our resources like food and water. Because after all, it's not always every day that we get to enjoy the luxury that we have right now. So for the next part of the class, I want everyone to be a bit serious. Today we're going to talk about climate change. Diba, heat waves are crazy in the summer. Sobrang init po pag summer. Our glaciers are melting and recently natamaan po tayo ng bagyong Agaton, which disrupted a lot of livelihoods and homes. Now we in Malagos Garden Resort believe that collectively we can do so much. And the first step we need to do in order to help save Mother Nature is to learn how to properly segregate our waste. So Teacher Red over here will be teaching us. May nakitang plastic si Red. Sige nga Red, ano ang plastic? Is it biodegradable or non-biodegradable? Now everybody, according to Teacher Red, plastics are non-biodegradable o di mabubulok. Now on this side, may nakita dahil si Red. Sige na Teacher Red, is that biodegradable or non-biodegradable?
Hindi ko mupo. Hello.
Ayun, then you know everybody, according to Red, ang dahon na po ay biodegradable o nabubulok. That's it for Red for today, everybody. Please say bye, Teacher Red! Of course, it is very important to stress that climate change is not only harmful to the environment, it is equally very harmful to the society. One protector of the environment that we especially like to mention and honor are the Malagos. Dahil sila po yung talagang maraming nakatira dito sa Baguio District. And Baguio District is also home to the Talomo Alipadas watershed, one of the two main watersheds here in Davao City. It is the current and the future source of drinking water in the city. Now you might be wondering, why are watersheds important? Bakit nga ba importante ang watersheds? Well, watersheds are important dahil marami pong buhay na nakasalalay dito. Not only as humans, but also the many plants and animals na nakapaligid dito. If you don't already know, for our local tribes, the land, the air, the water, and everything that breathes life is sacred. Kaya naman they're constantly fighting the battle to help save Mother Nature. Pero ano nangyayari ngayon due to human greed, due to urbanization, they're constantly being driven out of their homelands. Now, what will happen kung patuloy ito mangyayari? What will happen to our resources, to our watersheds? Sige nga, tingnan nga natin.
the local tribal chieftain was praying to the birds for divine intervention. And that's very common because birds are used as biological indicator. As a matter of fact, after calamities such as earthquakes, typhoons, if you happen to see birds flying above us after a calamity, what that means, it is now safe to return. So please look for these kind of signs.
In every disaster, we are given the chance to rebuild, to assess our mistakes and to learn from them. We hope you join us in our efforts to preserve and conserve the environment. Remember to always be part of the solution and not part of the pollution.
And that ends our show for today. We hope you had fun. We hope you learned something new today. But most importantly, we hope that you would cherish this moment that you have with you with your friends and loved ones while spending in this very beautiful place that we call the Malagos Garden Resort. By the way, this is the cast and crew of the longest running interactive bird show here in the Philippines, which we have been doing for the past 20 years already. So for our final word, it's going to be Ruki. He's going to say to everyone, bye-bye! Daghang salamat ug mayong buntag kanatong tanan.
Now, as much as we would like to offer a photo op with our birds after the show, we cannot do so at the moment due to the onset of the avian flu. We need to ensure the protection of our birds at all times. So makausap, daghang salamat.